Hey guys, I'm back with another Pokemon Star video where I'm predicting when things will sell out. Yesterday I made a video after a while using past data, and actually, Battle Styles did sell out yesterday. I predicted it would sell out around this time range, the 8th to the 18th, and yesterday was the 12th. So, yeah. Initially, I thought it'd be like over the weekend, but I guess it was a little slower than that. But it seems like the data is kind of useful for some of these things. Some of the data is a repeat from yesterday, but I haven't been able to go through all the data, and so I'm just gonna give you guys the bits and pieces as I add more to the spreadsheets. Um, but yeah, if you want to know what I put in yesterday, the data should also be here from yesterday. But I'm not gonna go into it as much in depth. But I covered like Brilliant Stars, the Cyrus Tournament collections, which has been Sword and Seal, Temporal Forces, and Stellar Crown, Astral Radiance, Temporal Forces, Morpeko, Clara. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over some of the lower in the list stuff. So Paradox Rift, 3-pack blisters. So they were selling at a rate. They were expected to sell in about 76 or 105 days, which is a really long time. I'm assuming the seller rate did increase, but the amounts that they had were around 3,000 on the 26th. And so if the selling rate doubles, like it would probably sell in probably like early March for Archerbacks and then late March for the Setions. So that's kind of the approximate prediction. Probably like March for those. They're not like as high um, in demand as far as like the data show in the past. But yeah, that's kind of the expected things for those. So if you want those, that's that's sort of the dates on these two. Something that's selling out that I think people don't really know about is that Scarlet Violet. I think if you search for Scarlet Violet, you won't necessarily see that they still have this 3-pack blister in stock, and it's Arcanine, which honestly looks pretty cool. I don't have any data on this because I wasn't really tracking this 3-pack blister. But yeah, it's there and available. It's also on the top selling list. It's probably something people are buying out because it's definitely more attractive than the build and battles that were there before. And I think it's one of the last products you can get. Paldea had the same thing. They didn't really connect the Paldea Evolve packs, the 3-pack blisters, to like the when you click on um like if I click on see it's not even here anymore. But Brilliant Stars, so you can see Scarlet and Violet, and then I don't even see Paldea anymore. But yeah, it's not linked here, so most people don't know about it. But so you have to do a more manual search. For Paldea, they don't have it through these drop downs or anything, but you can do it by just editing the URL. But yeah, they don't have the 3-pack here either. So it took a little long for those to sell out, so it's sort of a hidden little thing people don't know about. Also on the first page was Psychic Stacking Chain, which has um, 2 Obsidian Flames and SV base. Obsidian Flames is getting pretty expensive, so I think that's why people are going for this. This looks like it'll sell us sooner than later. Um, Double selling rate is 11th, which already passed. The expected date was on the 23rd, so probably in like a week or so. But like if not, it'll probably sell out mid March. So that's sort of your estimated time frame on that. But yeah, it has 2 Obsidian Flames in it, which is why it's kind of popular. Also has Gengar, maybe the 10 has value. Um, but yeah, I'm basing these packs on what I see on the Pokemon Center. You see like two Scarlet Violet and 2 Obsidian. If they're not those packs, someone please let me know. All right, and then page two. I didn't get to all these, but let's see. So these are things that are probably gonna come up in the future more. But Terapico's Ultra Premium Collection definitely wasn't a very well received product because the packs were kind of meh. I see Obsidian. I see like 4 Obsidian, some Temporal, some Paradox, some Stellar. Um, it's kind of hard. I don't know actually the whole pack distribution, but I see like Obsidian, Temporal, Stellar, Twilight, Paradox, pretty much like those the middle numbered sets. And the data I have for that was it wasn't really moving much. So the main difference I have is from January 20th to 23rd. So that rate was 117. Sellout days was like 241. So if it's double that, it's gonna sell in like May. I'm guessing it's actually a lot more than that. Um, but yeah, like it was expected to sell in like late May. So I'm guessing it's gonna sell like a little later than that. But the stock number for that was about 9,000, so there was a lot of it. So even though it's selling more now, like it's not the best price per pack. It is 667 a pack. So I don't really expect that to sell that soon, but it is entering the top selling list. Okay, next. Um, and these knockout boxes, according to I don't remember I saw in a YouTube video, but I think I did possibly see Fusion Strike in some of these. I think that's why they're selling more. But knock out X. Yeah, I think it's this top one over here, which I didn't highlight. But yeah, it looks like I was like, is it one Fusion Strike, one Vivid Voltage? Like that's not a bad deal because it's $5 a pack. Um, but yeah, it was only selling like 60 every like 60 a day. So that rate it was sort of going to sell in late March, but if it's double that now, then it's going to sell in like late February, which is in like a week or two. So I'm guessing the rate went up for this if there's really Fusion Strike because that's a pretty good deal of Fusion Strike, and other Fusion Strike options have sold out already. Sword and Shield in general is getting pretty hot. Um, and then combined powers over here. So combined powers, it was at like 20,000, like my other stuff. So for things on the top selling list that um there wasn't really a quantity difference, it was always listed as like pretty much 15,000 plus. I have this timetable for you. So based on the expected selling rates, if it's closer to the top of this top selling list, it's probably closer to this mid range. If it's toward the end of it, it's probably closer to like here, which is a pretty big range. But yeah, combined powers. It has like 11 packs. Some base, some Obsidian, some paradox. It seems like Obsidian is getting targeted. But yeah, that's on the top selling list. I'll probably get some of these other ones later, but I think the higher priority is still the other ones. Like Billion Stars is selling pretty quickly. I'll just go over some of the data really quick. Um, so Battle Styles already sold out. Brilliant Stars, that's like the timetable for that. Astral Radiance, that or on the speculation table. There's a Snorlax Morpeko with Darkness and Battle, Morpeko V Union, Paradox, Temporal Packs. Some of that's on the next page. Stellar Crown is definitely something to look out for. Um, I already talked about these. Annihilate boxes. I don't think I talked about those, but those have Paldea and Lost Origin possibly. So these are actually something on the list to look out for. The Cyrus and Clara, they're on the list because they have Sword and Shield packs, and that's pretty much it for that. I'm also just gonna give a quick UK update. So on the UK website, um, I looked at some of the things like Shroud Fable, the booster bundles for Temporal and Stellar, and Cyrus, and I mean that's yeah Cyrus. So since my data for UK is sparser, I pretty much I used some tables for these. So for some of these items, if I put the starting quantity, I had to do the table thing because like there just wasn't a lot of data. A lot of them, the last time I took data on them was like the 10th of January. But based on these timetables, these are kind of expected days. Shroud, Fable, PCTBs, these are things I think have a higher selling rate. In the US it was like 1,300, but these days have already passed. But the UK doesn't really sell as quickly, but it'll probably sell out in like by end of March. I feel like if it's at one of these rates. Seller Crown booster bundles. This is kind of the expected rate. There was starting at about 10,000, so these are rates for that. Temporal Forces was at 4,000 for booster bundles, so these are the rates. And Brilliant Stars Build and Battle Stadiums. There was only 900, and most of these dates are in the past, so it's probably 25 or less. But yeah, there's only so many of them. And then Cyrus is probably the same boat. There's only like 1,000, but it sold out. It sold really slow. So yeah, the dates are kind of in the future. And then for some of the other products, it was just easier for me to use this old table in the past. And based on these sell dates, because there's still like good items like there's a bunch of Pokemon Star ATBs, like Stellar Crown, Shroud, Fable, Pokemon Star ATBs are probably the top recommendations I have. But these are the selling rates, and so a lot of these have already passed, which kind of shows how slow some of these things move. But if I made it so it's like half the rate of this, so it sells slower, these are kind of the expected dates for some of these products. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.